All right, let's look at part 6, which is a common wiring method for a plug. Now, this is the plug for our controller, the controller plug interface. Here's the schematic diagram. Here we can see our our 1 and 2 are our USB ports, and 3 and 4 are our network ports. Ports 5 and 6 are used for connecting the power cables to our main display screen. Port 7 is for the fume extractor, and port 8 is for the oil-water separator. Port 9 is for product detection, which is for the fiber optic sensor, and port 10 is for the encoder. As for ports 10 and 12, these are for machine control connections such as the alarm light, which is interlocked. So these are the primary ports we have available on this unit. First of all, let's take a detailed look at our specific interlock switch detection method. For the interlock system, we utilize a high-quality 7-pin female connector. This choice is made because the controller itself is equipped with a corresponding male port. So it follows that our connection socket must be the female version to ensure a proper fit. The port on the controller is port 14, and it is. This port is a common port, so our connector must be female. For the female connector, we use 188896. Each new machine comes with various types of sockets and connectors inside. The part number for our connector is 188896. So how do we wire it? It's actually very simple, just one pin. Pins 3 and 5. Just short these 3 pins together, and that's it. Next is the wiring method for the alarm light. For the alarm light, we use a connector without holes. It's a male connector because the controller uses a female connector. Since it's a female connector, we need a male plug. The wiring method is also very simple. Pin 1 is for the blue wire, which is the blue light. Pin 2 is for the yellow light. Pin 3 for the green light. And pin 4 for the red light. Pin 5 is for the ground wire. We connect the ground wire. That's how we wire the alarm light. Next. For the product sensor, the wiring method for the product sensor uses an 8-pin male connector, It's an 8-pin male connector because the one on the controller is a female connector, so we need a male connector. Its standard is 18,919. The plug number is 18,919. So how is it wired? There are 2 types. One is PNP power supply and the other is NPN power supply. For the commonly used NPN voltage with an NPN power supply, we connect pins 1 and 3 together for 24 volts. Then pin 4 is for the signal wire, 24 volts and 0 volts. But if it's a PNP power supply, then pin 1 is connected to pin 2 for 24 volts, pin 3 is for the signal wire, and pins 2 and 4 are shorted to 0 volts. This is for PNP. Next, the fourth part is about our machine controlling the PLC. Our connector has this many pins, and each pin's definition is described here. The description tells you which wire needs to be connected to which pin, so you just need to connect the corresponding wire as needed. The fifth is the synchronizer encoder. It is an 8-pin connector because ours is. The letters run along the control wires, so we have a common ground here. As for how it's connected, since we're using an encoder, specifically a differential encoder, we've now switched to this type, the 2000 slow charge signal encoder. For the encoder's wiring method, we follow the diagram below, this diagram here. Let's connect it according to the diagram below. We'll zoom in and take a closer look. That is to say, let's look at one page first. Each time I connect the middle wire. The brown wire is the power line, and number 2 is the 0 volt, the ground, the secondary ground. Then for pin 6, we connect the yellow wire, which is AA negative, A minus. That is Then for pin 8, we connect B minus. For pin 7, we connect B plus. For pin 5, we connect the green wire, which is A plus, A plus. This is how we do it. Differential encoder. This is one way to connect it. Differential encoder connection method. All right, let's take a look at our PMP encoder. This is the blue encoder we used before, the one with 5,000 pulses. For the positive encoder, the way to connect it is to short pins 2, 6, and 8 together. Short them together and then connect the ground wire. Connect the ground wire. For the 5th pin, we are going to proceed with the next step. Connect the synchronizer. It can be signal A. Then for pin 7, we connect it to signal B. And pin 1 is for 24 volts, 24 volts. Pin 1 is for 24 volts. All right, that's the connection for this encoder.